All right, so looks like it's 10 o'clock. Good morning. Welcome to Lighting Systems 20 at 10. Today we have with us Josh Dewey. He's current Western Regional Specification Sales Manager. If you guys have any questions throughout the presentation, please enter those in the chat and we will address them all at the end of the presentation. If you'd like to schedule a follow-up meeting with Josh, please reach out to your lighting systems representative or click the link in the 20 at 10 page on our website. All right, take it away, Josh.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Alicia. I appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to introduce you to Kurt Versen and our first new product, Noni. So quick kind of history of Kurt Versen. Kurt Versen was an excellent downlight that had extremely solid optics throughout the 90s and early 2000s. Hubble acquired Kurt Versen in the early 2000s, and they had a lot of similarities to our Prescolite fixtures. So essentially what Hubble did was they took the best of the Kurt Versen, pushed that together with the Prescolite brand, and shelved Kurt Versen. When Current purchased Hubble Lighting, they realized that they had a very special seed that they just needed some care and attention, and that was Kurt Versen. So the first thing we did to give it some care and attention was reach out to the design community to get their input. We polled various lighting designers and architectural firms to see what they would like in a specification grade downlight. And what we found is that a lot has changed since Kurt Versen was a big player in the market. Ultimately, we found that the design community was looking for something a little more bold, inspired, and refreshing. Something a little out of left field, but still had all the performance and optic options of a traditional downlight. Taking their inspiration, we looked at our own lineup, and Prescolite covered most of the downlight needs, but we think that we found a place that Kurt Versen could be bold and refreshing and somewhat exciting. So what's the key differentiator between Prescolite and our Kurt Versen brand? Well, both are specification grade downlights with plenty of features. Both have a broad palette of solutions, and both are performance oriented. The key difference between the two is it to be seen or not to be seen? And now introducing Noni. So what is Noni? Noni is a comprehensive collection of recessed downlights and cylinders. 3 different aperture sizes, 1.5 inch, 2.5 inch, and 3.5 inch, both in round and square forms. They are downlights working together with cylinders to create a seamless design experience shared with the design language. So where should Noni be used? Well, Noni is perfect for shallow plenum applications. With a 2.1 inch shallow housing available, Noni can fit into any tricky ceiling. The Noni family also is great for open ceilings, offering cylinders with precise optical control. How does the Noni system work? Well, it's a 3-part system: housing, optic, and reflector. And we're going to take a closer look at each. First, the housings. For our 2.5 inch and 3.5 inch aperture size, this is what your standard 2.1 or shallow housing looks like. It's great for all direct downlight applications. The housing can support both trim depths. We have a shallow 5/8 up to 1 1/8 inch for sheetrock, as well as a deep 1 1/4 inch for sheetrock as well. We also offer a lensed wall wash application in a 2.1 inch trim as well, if you would like it. One of the key features of this 2.1 inch housing is that it actually is accessible. The driver is accessible from below. The heatsink and light engine actually are on a track that can be pressed and shifted over, so you can have access to the driver from below, making it very easy for any maintenance issues. Next, looking at our 3.5 inch 3.5 inch housing. This is what we use for our adjustable accent and lens wall wash applications. The adjustable accent can tilt up to 40 degrees and offers 362 degrees of rotation, while the wall wash, when a wall wash is spec'd, the factory sets the tilt at 25 degrees for optimal use with the wall wash taco optic. And you can see some of that. Both our 2.5 and 3.5 inch housing offer a key feature called correct cut. Correct cut is the process in which we roll the inside edge of the housing to allow for a direct tool cut. The precise cut means that no longer needed a large flange to cover up common mistakes used when using a paper template. In fact, our trims only have a 1/4 inch flange, reducing the noise in the ceiling. And if you guys are wondering, we do ship with a steel plate over the diode itself, so there's no way for the contractor to run the cutting tool into the diode. It ships with that steel plate. You just take that off, insert the lens, and you have no issues whatsoever. Some other key features, again, round and square forms, 2-step McAdams ellipse. As far as dimming, we have the whole works, 0 to 10, forward and reverse phase, ERP, Lutron, and our NX wireless. All come pre-installed commercial with support for EMT and C channel, and we have optional residential bars, IC and non-IC rated. Quick look at our 1.5 inch aperture. Again, downlights and lens wall wash. It is 3.5 inches deep, and can accept a 5/8 to 1.25 inch ceiling compatibility. The driver and J-box are together and is installed from below. You will need 4 3/4 inch to install. It is plenum rated, and currently it is only non-IC, but we're working on an IC version. Now let's look at reflectors. All Noni's reflectors are true to size, meaning 1.5 inch is 1.5 inch aperture, 2.5 inch and 3.5 inch are true to size. Each option comes in either a textured or a smooth finish, and we utilize a bunch of bold and unique colors. One of our key differentiators is that we use the Pantone color of the year, and then we continue to add that. So this year was green grasshopper and pink panache, and we'll continue to add to the family with each year of Pantone's releases. There are custom available if you'd like, but that might come with a bit of a lead time. Oh, quickly, I wanted to add to this. What's also very unique about this fixture is let's say a design application offers or is interested in a unique color or a bright trim. What's unique about this is that the trims are fairly inexpensive and they're very easy to install and uninstall. So if you had a situation where a customer wanted a unique pop of color and then a couple years later was kind of tired of the pink panache in their ceiling, they can easily reach up, pull that off, and then magnetically put in a new trim color, and then you have essentially a brand new downlight with a little more relaxed or simplistic color. How does that work? Well, the reflectors are a 2-piece assembly. There's a collar and the insert. They're all cast aluminum, and they are flange and flangeless. So 3.5 inch can be flangeless. The 2.5 and the 1.5 will be a flush mount. But again, it's simple, and it utilizes magnets to put the insert into the collar. That's how simple it is to install. Looking at a couple of what we kind of spoke about already. Again, the 1/4 inch micro overlap flange. Because of that correct cut, we're able to use a really small flange. Looking at our ceiling specific reflector inserts, again, shallow, which is 5/8 inch up to 1 1/8, or our deep downlight, which is specifically designed for 1 1/4. And we also do a true square to square. So when you choose a square, there's a square lens in the square reflector as well. Looking at Noni's optics. So we have 2 optical performance for our downlights. One is the ultra smooth, and that's perfect for max uniformity. The other is our TIR optic, which is perfect for your max center beam candle power. And each one of these optics will have a specific set of beam options for them as well. Looking at our wall wash, we actually have 2 different wall wash applications as well. What's great about the wall wash is that they are designed to be set off just 18 inches from the wall in a standard 2 to 1 spacing. So you have excellent uniformity from top to bottom, left to right. I will be honest, the best performer is our Taco optic in the 3.5 inch housing. That really does an amazing job at just simply 18 inches off to do a full wall wash. But if you have a tight application where you need that 2.1-inch housing, the lensed and with the kicker optic is a great option as well. Looking at some of our performance metrics. So again, talking about different optics with different beam spreads, you can kind of get an idea of what we are able to offer with the SO optic or soft optic or our high output optic. 20 degree, 25 degree, and 30 in the high output optic. And then in the soft optic, we can have quite a few ranges. We go up to 40 all the way up to 70 degrees. Lumens per watt, we are aware that this is a bit shallow, and I just wanted to be completely upfront and show you what we do have available. We are working very hard on boosting this up. Again, standard tube McAdams ellipse, and as far as CRI goes, based around a 90 CRI platform, but we do offer 80 and 80 as well. This is what a standard Noni order sheet would look like. Again, it is a 3-part system. So you have the housing, the trim, and the optic. And a quick look at our cylinders. So again, the cylinder family is designed to accompany the downlight as well. Again, 1.5 inch, 2.5 inch, 3.5 inch true aperture size, round and squares. We have downlight, wall wash, and accent for this. And we do have an adjustable coming out very soon. As far as mounting, surface mounting with standard and with conduit, and our pendant mounting, we have a stem and corded cable available. A quick look at the cylinder ordering form. Again, a 2-part system, this. And lastly, I kind of wanted to show and give you an idea of what our website looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that up real quick to give you an idea. Everybody see that okay? So we took a unique look at our website, and we wanted to offer a very simplistic version to be able to find what you're after. Looking at recess and cylinder, and then you have your size, and it's a simple matrix of which you should prefer. If you click into, let's say, the 3.5 inch round, this is all your information on your spec sheet. It has everything you need as far as uniformity and candle power. And what's unique is we also have a configurator for color, so you can kind of play around and have a little fun with this on the website of what you decide to choose as far as your cylinder and outlook. And you can do the same with the downlight as well. A little more fun. Those of you who are wondering what colors are going to be coming out because it's a new year, well, here the Pantone color has officially been launched. So you will be seeing something very Perry very soon. From there, I just feel free to ask any questions. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Josh. Let's see what questions we have from the audience. Josh, can you just confirm lead times for the Noni family?
Yes. So right now we're taking, it's a standard 8-week lead time. Everything is manufactured in Plimpton, Massachusetts, and we're pretty well in stock. So standard 8-week lead time.
Great. Will the recessed downlights work in a wood ceiling?
Yes, they will. We actually are coming out with an adapter very soon. It's similar to our 1.25 inch deep adapter that you can use that in the wood ceiling.
Are there IES files available for all of the fixtures, including the wall wash?
Absolutely. Yep, they're all available on that website.
Is the Noni J8 certified?
Soon. We're working on the last couple little issues, but it will be JA8 by end of year.
Great. And if there's no further questions from the audience, that's all. I'd like to thank everyone for attending today. Next month, we will be presenting the new LumenWorks Curvia and VO2 Prism. If you want any additional information regarding the Noni, please reach out to your lighting systems representative, and have a wonderful rest of your week. And we hope to see you again soon. Thank you, Josh.